Yes, people, welcome back. We still ain't got it started, but we've still got lots to do now. Let's get this front bumper off and start having a little play with that. See if we can make it look a bit better. Nice little eBay purchase, bit of vinyl. Colour match is not too bad, might come in useful. So you've got a couple of star drives either side of here. You got your little plastic push clips. Got a little star drive. Bolt in that side, bolt in that side, take the headlight out, little plastic clip underneath the headlight. And we're going to whip it off and have a look at the damage here and there. Lovely job. So yes, people, let's get this headlight out. Pop that in there. Now the beauty of the Ford Focus is that the headlights are so easy to get out. You've got one Torx there and one Torx there. Literally, you pop the Torx out this side. You've got a little clip there, push that up, now this bump, oh. And she's off, people. There's the big intercooler, got a bit of a dent in from the accident. So from the accident itself, everything looks pretty fine underneath here. So it was only a light tap, which is quite good. We'll just unplug this wiring harness for the spotlights. Now we've got the backing taken off the front bumper. We can have a look at these cracks and get our little special plastic welder out. I'll weld it from the back, which will be this side. Might take that front grille out as well and see what we can do. So if we'll squeeze it together, do a bit of welding. As you can see, we've got a big crack down here. Not much on this, to be fair, so we've got a little one there, that one on the front, that one there, that one there, the one on the bottom, probably something on the bottom. We're going to heat gun it again and try and straighten it out, but I think this grille's got to come out next. That's the next step, the front grille. So working from the back of the bumper, the grille's easy enough to move, held in on these little spring clips. Pop them to one side, push it over, and work your way around the bumper. And we'll take the grille out, and then we get the plastic welder out, start doing little bits and bobs, see what we can do. Oh yes, so the front grille's out now, so we can get to all those little cracks from the inside. I'd rather weld them from the inside. Got a few down here, a few there. We got that one there. Now, a little purchase off Amazon, a plastic welder gun. Seen these in action before, never really used one. It comes with 200 little staples. Got the heat gun as well. Hopefully this bottom beam up down the bottom and get that a bit straighter. That's going to end up black. This part of the bumper. So the problem I've got, right, for what I paid for the car, I don't really want to go and spend £1,000 to paint it. £6,000, £7,000, £8,000. I don't want to do that. I want to use it as a daily and probably end up selling the car. So I'm going to heat gun this bottom piece. We're going to staple that back together with a plastic welder. That piece is going to end up going black. I've got a crack on this piece here, but we're going to staple that from behind, maybe vinyl that or do that black as it comes up there. Black that whole piece out. I have seen the Focuses with that on. It doesn't look too bad. I've got a new cap coming, which I am going to wrap that in a very similar colour to the car, because like I say, paint on this car is going to be a nightmare. Maybe we'll put a stripe down the front and continue it onto the bottom, but we'll let's get welding. Let's see what we can do. Got some bungee cords hanging around, but at the moment we can't find them, so I've used a bit of banding, tied it at both ends and just pulled the bumper closer together to close up those cracks. Be a lot easier to weld. So what I like about the plastic welding gun, it is a really simple tool to use. Now this cost me about £12 off Amazon, I think. It was something silly. Come with all the staples, like I say. So literally get it in place. Bit tricky, this one. hit the button, you'll see it start glowing. Now you have to be careful with this, because if you, obviously this glows proper hot. Now you'll see that now, and then you can just push it in. Loose the button, I'll give it a little wiggle, and then literally let it dry a bit. Let that plastic cool down before you pull it out, because it'll just pull the staple out. Give it a little blow, and then pull away. And there's your staple, it's in, right across the crack. Little kit actually come with a pair of nips, which is good, so all you do is just nip the little ends off. Be careful, because these little buggers shoot absolutely everywhere. There you go, it's ready for sanding down. Crack's been repaired. Excellent. I've welded it from the underside, and I've put a pin in the top there. So that crack now is pretty solid. Tacked it from the underside, quite a few tacks, and then got a pin in the top half. Going to heat gun this up now, straighten all that out, put a couple of pins in, and then we're going to heat gun the bottom beam. I'm going to cut these off, to be fair. So I'm going to cut them off. This piece is going black. Heat gun all that, straighten that out. Just to pull on a bit of heat for that section there, and then it'll allow us to move it about. It goes to accept the side, so we're trying to get the shape back into it and get it tacked in. Well, that's the bumper all stapled. So a couple of staples there on the outside. Got some on the outside there. Took them pieces out on the bottom beam. Looking better, more structural now, which is good. Bottom beam's looking a bit better as well. Right people, I've got my sandpaper. Let's get prepping this bumper, ready for a bit of filler and a bit of paint. Let's go. A bit of sanding done on there. Obviously, take the shine off this, that's going black. Yeah, maybe a bit more manipulating with the heat gun on this bottom beam. I think that's going to be ready for filler, a bit of filler in the top of there. So yeah, let's mix some filler. To be fair, it's probably been about 20 odd years since the last time I mixed body filler, but a P38 Easy Sand. Golf ball size to pea size rings a bell, but there again, I only need a tiny bit for this bumper, so fill that crack. There was a small hole in that crack. But yeah, let's get mixing. Right, so that's all done, so I think we'll let that dry. Come back to that in a bit and give it a little sand down, maybe put a bit more filler on if need be. Yes people, so today very productive. We've sorted out the front bumper, bit of filling, bit of sanding. That's ready for paint now. That bottom piece, we're going to do that black. This piece here, touch and go whether I'm going to vinyl that up, and obviously I've got to vinyl that piece up there. You've seen the vinyl I've got. Hopefully it will look good when it's all back together, but at least that's done. All the cracks are now nice and smooth. No cracks in there whatsoever. So yes, join me for the next video people, and hopefully we're going to get a run in.